This is the intro song. This is the intro song. This is the intro song. Cowbells. This is the intro song. This is the intro song. This is the intro song.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is a better Christopher Walken impression.
Welcome back to In the Jungle. We're glad you're tuning in. You're probably wondering why Theodore looks so different. That's because former intern Theodore is now current intern Winston, because Theodore got tired of having his coffee made incorrectly, so he went to do it himself. In the meantime, we're letting Winston, anchor the show, because that's why he's an intern, to learn the ropes and things of that nature. So how does it feel?
It's pretty good.
On the show?
I'm ready to step on the plate. I've been on deck now for about 2 or 3 months, but I'm trying to show what I got. I want to hit it out of the park.
Good. Well, we're ready to see it. And without further ado, we will bring you You Can't Make This Stuff Up. A California woman planned to pay tribute to her late husband at the Albuquerque International Balloon Festival when her hot air balloon was stolen. There were no drugs in the balloon, but police speculate that the thief was looking for a cheap way to get high. The SWAT team mistakenly busted down a man's door in Georgia last week, thinking he was growing marijuana. When they realized that the plant in question was actually okra, the man pleaded with police, "Please don't tell my friends."
In the suburbs of Australia, a video of kangaroos boxing each other has gone viral this week. Sadly, we couldn't think of a punchline for this. In Missouri, a woman has arrested after breaking into cars at an elementary school, claiming she was on the hunt for ISIS. In her defense, someone told her about the hot new Apple product called the iSys, a robot program to love you only like a sister can.
A Brazilian couple recently found out that they have the same mother, 8 years into their marriage. When asked to comment, the couple said "Bobina Mare," which is Portuguese for roll tide.
The couple plans to stay together despite this recent revelation, and they have even made plans to see their 2 favorite American football teams play each other this Saturday as the Alabama Crimson Tide travels to play the Arkansas Razorbacks.
They are, however, trying to keep the news hidden from their 6-year-old daughter/niece because they wanted to think she became the goalie on the 2018 Brazilian national soccer team because of her hard work and dedication, not because she's got 4 arms.
A British man woke up with something totally normal for a man his age, until it lasted quite a bit longer than 4 hours. 17 hours and 2 pints of blood, the Brit now has a whole new meaning to the Queen song, "Under Pressure." But he is mostly just happy he can wear sweatpants again, if you know what I mean.
Speaking of stuffed pants, a supermarket employee in New York was arrested for 4th-degree larceny after police found him attempting to smuggle out over $1,200 worth of meat. Your move, Jameis Winston.
That will do it for You Can't Make This Stuff Up. Now it's on to sports.
Sports! Yeah!
Well, Thomas couldn't really be here this week. He told us after all the upsets this weekend, he was just too upset, and it was really upsetting for him. And so because of all this upsettedness that's happening, he can't really come talk about sports.
Whoa. Actually, he gave me this note.
What?
He gave me this note.
What note? What are you talking about?
Well, let me read it. This goes out to Bo Wallace and all of his friends. Yo, Ole Miss, I'm really happy for you. I'm going to let you finish. But Auburn had one of the best finishes to upset Bama of all time.
Be sure to stick around. I think we've got a great show for you. I hope we do.
That's right. We have a lot of awesome things planned. We're debuting our new trivia segment, but with drunk people.
Yeah, and if that wasn't crazy enough, Christopher Walken stopping by the studio. You don't want to miss this episode, so stick around.
When you take a 10-minute study break and it accidentally lasts the entire year.
College is easy. It's kind of like riding a bike, except the bike's on fire, you're on fire, everything's on fire, and you're in hell.
Is there any plan B left at CVS? Is Copycat open this way?
When I die, I want my group project members to lower me into my grave so they can let me down one last time.
I forgot to wear deodorant today.
was standing in line next to an Indian, and he asked me what cologne I was wearing.
Oh. Liquor before beer, you're in the clear. Toothpaste before orange juice, dead.
Should I go out and visit a friend or stay home and watch random shows?
Curves on women are nice, but curves on final exams are better.
Sometimes when I get too lazy to go to the bathroom, I pee out the window. All my neighbors have seen my penis.
Breaking news. Just passed ukulele guy on Sanford Lawn, teaching about 10 other people to play ukuleles. We are not safe.
This girl for an hour and 45 seconds last night. Thanks, daylight savings.
What time is the eclipse?
Forgive me, Father, for I have pens.
Cowbells are so bush league. It's an excuse to cheat. Make real noise like real fans.
Did you know that there are more black people in Africa than in the entire state of Wyoming?
When your butthole sores, so you got a dab instead of wipe.
I'm glad I chose to take 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. classes this semester. That way when I wake up, my classes are already over.
I was 2 girls away from a threesome last night.
Women are like hurricanes. They come in wet and wild, and when they leave, they take all of your stuff. Sarah, you stupid!
Shenanigans. What's that?
Hello and welcome to Shenanigans. So we're playing Mississippi State University this weekend, which if you remember from my video last week, is supposed to not matter at all. Well, apparently now they're good at football or something, so now we have to kind of care. So they're the Bulldogs technically, but they wave these really, really annoying cowbells at all of their games. Because they're all like, we're Cow College. Auburn is a Cow College too. You don't see us making obnoxious noises about it. But the real question behind this matter is, how do the cows feel about it? I actually have a couple cows here today who have agreed to comment on the situation. So please give them your full and unbridled attention. So sir, what do cowbells mean to you? Should humans even be allowed to use cowbells? So do you think, okay, but, sir, please don't lick the microphone. How do you get your hair like that? Do you even own a cowbell yourself? Now, I've heard the cows are actually organizing a protest. Is this true? Do you have any final statements? I don't think we can put that on air. So all I've really learned from this is that cows don't have a lot of words in their vocabulary. Like, you can only say moo in so many ways. I consider myself somewhat of a cow whisperer, though, and from my inferences, they're not happy. So if you do find yourself in Starkville, Mississippi this weekend, and you see any cows, apologize to them on behalf of the MSU fans. As for the football part of it, may the best Cow College win.
On 2 chairs. 2 chairs.
Hello there. Welcome back to another edition of On 2 Chairs. I'm Devin Dalton, and with me today is esteemed wanter of more cowbell, Christopher Walken. Hi, Chris, how you doing?
Devin, it's my honor and pleasure to be here.
Yeah,
I
hey.
watch the show every week. It's
Oh.
one of my favorites.
Glad to hear that.
I'm glad to be here.
I'm gonna be honest, just, if you kiss my ass, it's not gonna make me be nicer to you in the interview.
Oh, no, I really do. I'm a big fan of comedy of all sorts, and
Okay.
especially among the youth. It's something I really appreciate.
Okay. So then, are you meaning to say if you're a fan of, of comedy of all sorts, then would you consider your work in Deer Hunter to be a comedy?
Oh, well, anything that lightens the mood of Vietnam would be a comedy in my eyes, but Russian roulette and Vietnam seem to go hand in hand almost with everybody that would go.
I see. Okay. So what you're telling me then is that committing suicide is what you consider to be funny? Because that's not funny.
Well, if I was driving down the road and I decided to swerve into oncoming traffic, it would be bliss sitting and watching the glass dance on the gasoline fire. I would be in a perfect state.
Interesting. That is really bizarre of you to say, but it does remind me of your role in Click when you played a creepy version of the Grim Reaper.
I didn't play in that movie.
Oh, I see.
That was my actual person, more so than any of my other roles.
So you're the Grim Reaper.
But don't tell anybody. If you say it again...
You know this is going to be on...
If you say it again, I'll sand your face down with sandpaper.
Oh, God.
Until it's about this thin, and it fits in the butt crack of Lindsay Lohan after one of her benders.
Well, I definitely don't want that. So let's talk about the whole reason that you're here. I think it's no secret that the whole reason that you're famous is because you want more cowbell.
Whoa, whoa, wow.
And Will Ferrell just didn't want to give it to you.
That joke has been dead for 20 years, at least. And the last thing I want is more cowbell.
So you're telling me now that when Mississippi State, because their whole thing is they all about shaking
Mississippi
cowbell.
State.
So when they play your video that says I want more cowbell, that's against your will.
Mississippi State has been driving that joke into the ground too long. It's not funny anymore. And as an esteemed comedian yourself, you should know that it's just not funny anymore.
Well, once again, I want to remind you that kissing ass is not going to make this go easier on you. So what you're saying then is you're not a fan of Mississippi State.
No, they can rot in hell.
So if we were to make a sequel to Bug Hunter, you would be in?
Oh, I would hunt them any day of the week.
Okay.
And they would be filleted on my grill. If you understand.
Gotta rewrite that then. Okay. Tell me about your time working with the Blue Oyster Cult and Will
No,
Ferrell.
I tried to tell you that joke is over. And if you say it again, you'll never be on the air again. Okay?
You don't control that.
Look, I know what you're thinking, and well, I got a fever, and the only prescription is for you to stop telling that joke, okay? It's enough.
Well, in that case, I won't tell that joke anymore. So
Thank you.
This is the end of On Two Chairs, because I have nothing but that joke written down. So I guess we'll just honor Christopher Walken's wishes.
Thank you.
That's it for
It's a pleasure.
On Two Chairs. I'm Devin Dalton. It's Christopher
It's a
Walken.
pleasure to be here. I'll be back next week.
No, you won't.
Oh, yes.
Nope.
I'll be here.
He won't.
Tonight's winners will receive $5 off their next trip to Fink's Craft Bar and Grill.
Your first question, who has won more Grammys? Taylor Swift or Elvis Presley?
Didn't she win a bunch of a few years ago?
I don't know, you go.
Go Taylor Swift.
Good call, because that is correct. 2 points. Way to go. All right. What do the initials M&M stand for on the little candy chocolates?
Marshall Mathers.
Not the rapper. All right, ready? How many nipples does a female possum have?
8.
Gotcha, it's 13.
What? It's like close to 12.
Which of the following titles was an actual academic course offered by Belmont University? A. Oh look, a chicken, embracing distraction but as a way of knowing. B. Bash, bizzle, bippity bop top, gibberish in today's society. C. Let us put some zep in your step, a look at history's greatest rock band. Or D. Corn dog for what? Eat healthier, damn it.
B or C?
It's B. It's B. It's gotta be B.
Okay, B.
B?
Yeah.
Gotcha, it was A.
Damn it. I'm done. I'm done.
She's done. Get her out. Roll her. One of Dr. Seuss's editors once challenged him to write a book using less than 50 words. He did that. Which book is it?
Oh my gosh.
Sam
Sam I Am? I guess that's it. Yeah, Sam I Am.
Sam I Am. Do we count that? Because that's
Right, it's in the song.
actual
It's in
title of the
it.
book. Can I get
It's
the
in
actual
it.
title of the book? It is in it. Can I get the title of the book? You're close.
Oh my gosh, hold on. I will not eat green eggs and ham or something like that.
That's what the song is.
Is that it? Yes. That's my final answer.
I'll give it to you. It was green eggs and ham. I'll give it to
Green
you.
eggs and ham.
I'm
That was
feeling
the second
generous.
one.
Feeling generous
You
tonight.
didn't say it.
Which famous dictator was the article "Why I Hate My Uncle" written about?
What do you think? Stalin, maybe? I feel like it's not Hitler. Actually, Hitler hates his dad.
Castro, but I don't know. You want to Stalin?
I'm gonna say Hitler. Hitler hated his dad.
No, but it's why I hate my uncle
Oh.
about the dictator, I'm assuming.
That is correct.
So,
The uncle-
you want to go with Stalin?
Yeah.
Stalin?
It was Hitler.
It was Hitler?
We gotcha. Gotcha.
Ah.
What does NASA stand for?
National Aerospace Association.
You forgot the S, dumbass.
That's just nah.
National Association Space.
Air and Space Association.
You're close. It's the National Aeronautics and Space Administration.
Administration.
Yeah. True or false?
True.
The inventor.
I don't know.
The inventor of Pringles got his ashes buried in a Pringles can.
True.
That is also correct. 3 points.
Yes.
All right.
I'm gonna break my knuckles on this if I keep
We
winning.
don't want you to do that. Don't break anything. Which comic book superhero works for the Daily Planet?
Superman.
There you go. There we go. 2 points.
They made fun of me for reading comics today.
True or false? Horses have the ability to vomit.
I'm going to go with no on that one.
Hold on. I'm trying to think. I went to horse camp.
Yeah,
He went to horse camp. What?
What is horse camp?
My parents sent me to
Let's
multiple
just- let's
camps.
just go with no.
Let's say false. We'll say false.
That's correct. You guys have 16 points. You get a bonus point if you tell me why the hell you went to horse camp.
My parents sent me to every type of camp in the state of Florida.
All right, no bonus point because that wasn't as entertaining of a story as I thought it would be. Ready? What does Gus Malzahn carry in his pocket during each game? It's like a superstition that he has. This is for 2 points.
I don't know. A dildo.
What kind of mustache does Hulk Hogan have?
Badass blonde Chinese hair one.
I'll accept that.
That's true. We're up to 6.
I
why
can
not?
sing his entire theme song.
Do it.
I am
it.
a
Bonus
real
point.
American. Fight for the rights of every man. I am a real American. Fight for what's right. Fight for your life.
Okay, we need a home.
Well, thanks for watching the show. We hope you enjoyed this episode. I know we had a lot of fun, so I hope you had a lot of fun as well. I hope you like Gotcha, our debut segment for that. So if you're ever walking around downtown and see the Gotcha bus, be sure to catch a ride. You never know when we might be hanging out on there. What about you, Theodore? Sorry, fake Theodore.
Well, Drew, next week we will not have an episode. It is fall break, so I don't know about you, but
really?
I will not be here.
I'm not going to be here. Forget that.
No. Is that it? You got anything else?
I guess that puts our next episode, what, on October 23rd?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, so be sure to tune in October 23rd. Don't come 7 days before that because we won't have an episode. And thanks for sticking around. Be sure to stick around for some bloops and some creds and all that after the episode. You have a great night.
So Drew, be honest with me. How was my performance?
Like you want like real
Straight,
honest,
just lay it on me. Just
or
drop
like
it on my head.
You want like you're an intern, I'm your supervisor. I'm going to tell you that you're cut out for this kind of thing.
I'm pretty confident myself, but I want you to like reinforce that.
Well, I can see you're confident. That's the problem because someone with your lack of skill set should not be that confident.
But
I mean, it's like
at least I've got more skill than I'm lacking of skill.
You have read before, right? Because that's all this is reading. It's like, this is like kindergarten
Mostly
stuff.
with pictures, but we're getting to the right direction.
That is very apparent. I think the audience at home will see that you are used to reading picture books. Because it's like, oh, hello, I am fake Theodore. So, I don't want to say you're not cut out for this because I don't believe in telling the truth, but you're not cut out for this.
So I'll be on here next week?
Yeah, probably. Honestly, with our limited staff, you'll probably show up here again.
All right, good.
So,
All
yep,
right, see you
good
next
show.
week. I mean, not next week.
23rd. No, hopefully I never see you again.
I was 2 girls away from a threesome last night.
Breaking news. Just passed ukulele guy on Sanford Lawn. Oh, okay, you can have it.
Fact of the day. Did you know that there are more black people in Africa than there are in the entire state of Wyoming? God, I was so close. Did you know that there are more black people in God damn.
Hey, man. What's up? Gnarly, man.